Hello, friends who are seeking stillness, and welcome back to Life Atlas. We are living in a world of ceaseless noise. The notifications from our phones, the arguments on social media, the din of the city, and the incessant chatter within our own minds. In the midst of this chaotic chorus, we scream to be heard, but it seems no one is listening to anyone. Is it possible that we have forgotten an art form even more important than speaking? The art of listening. I was once in a war without weapons, only words, with colleagues, with loved ones, and with myself. I felt misunderstood. I tried to explain, to fight, to prove my point was right. But the more I spoke, the higher the walls between myself and others seemed to grow. My words were just pebbles thrown into an already turbulent lake, creating nothing but more ripples. Tired and exhausted, I wandered aimlessly. A sudden drizzle began to fall, and I quickly sought shelter in an old apartment complex on Pasteur Street. And there on the ground floor, tucked between modern shops, was a vinyl record store. The small sign read "Melodies of Yore." I stepped inside, and the city's noise was immediately left behind. The space was unusually quiet. There was only the rustic, warm music coming from a record player in the corner. Thousands of vinyl records sat silently on the shelves, each cover a story, each groove a line of memory waiting to be awakened. The shop owner was a middle-aged man wearing a pair of round glasses. He didn't greet me or ask what I needed. He just sat there, eyes closed, gently nodding to the music. His posture exuded a sense of absolute peace, as if he were in another world. I ran my fingers over the old record sleeves. I didn't know much about old music, but I could feel the reverence in each album. A while later, the song ended. The stylus lifted, and a deep silence enveloped the room. Only then did the shop owner open his eyes. He looked at me and asked a very soft question. "Did you hear that?" "Yes, the music was beautiful," I replied. He shook his head. "No, did you hear the silence just now? The moment when the last note dissolved into the air, before the noise of the mind had a chance to return." He stood up and carefully pulled a record from its shelf. He handed it to me. People think music is made of notes. They are wrong. Music is made of notes and the silence between them. Without the silence, there is no rhythm, no melody, only a chaotic and meaningless string of sounds. He pointed to the grooves on the record surface. Conversation is the same way. A meaningful conversation is not one where people compete to fill every void with their own words. It is built by the silences. The silence to reflect, the silence to feel, and most importantly, the silence to truly hear what the other person is saying, not just to wait for your turn to speak. His words resonated in my mind like a clear bell. I realized that in my arguments, I had left no room for silence. I was too busy preparing my next rebuttal in my head to actually listen to what the other person was trying to say. I wanted to be understood, but I had never truly given others the space they needed to express themselves. I was trying to win instead of trying to connect. "Before you can be heard," he said, placing the record back on the player, "learn to create silence within yourself. Listen to the rain. Listen to your own breath. Listen to what is not being said in words. When you can do that, you will find that understanding doesn't come from who is right, but from who listens more deeply." The stylus lowered again, and a new melody began. But this time I didn't just hear the notes. I began to hear the silences. And in those silences I found peace. The world will not get any quieter, but we can choose to create peaceful silences within our own souls. Listening, perhaps, is the most precious gift we can give to each other and to ourselves. If this story has helped you find a moment of stillness, please like this video. And please follow the Life Atlas channel, because this is a space where we will practice the art of listening together. By joining the Life Atlas community, you will not only hear stories, but you will also be heard and learn to listen to life more deeply. Thank you for listening, truly listening.